no air conditioning, trying to get a fan to blow on you, 13 years old, $3.25 an hour. Where you are right now, it's not the end of the story. It's just one chapter. 13 years old, $3.25 an hour, and I was selling hot dogs at a pool snack bar. And we're talking St. Louis, Missouri, June, July, August. For any of you that have been to St. Louis, the humidity is so hot you could cut it with a knife, it's so thick. I'd be sweating, no air conditioning, trying to get a fan to blow on you, 13 years old, $3.25 an hour. By 15, I'd moved up to busboy at S&P Oyster Company. Then by 16, waiter at Tippin's Pie Pantry. 17, 18, busboy at Morton's Steakhouse. 19, 20, busboy, Citizen Kane Steakhouse. Guys, every opportunity we have in our lives, it's all part of the story. I promise you, where you are right now, it's not the end. Every opportunity you have, it's part of your story. It's an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to grow. It's an opportunity to plant seeds for some of the greatest success stories you will ever have. I can tell you by selling those hot dogs at 13, being a busboy, I learned how much I loved people. I learned what it was like to communicate. Man, the world we live in today, most people, they text message, they do stuff on their phones. I had to communicate. I had to build relationships, and I loved it. And I would always go to the general manager of the restaurant. What could I learn? Or my first job out of college as a paper broker. That's right, like Steve Carell out of The Office. I was a paper broker, right? You'd buy paper in Canada, you'd negotiate a trucking rate, and you try to sell it somewhere. That's not what I'm doing now, but it was all part of the story. So you have to understand. Keep fighting where you are. Learn where you are. Continue to grow where you are. Yeah, now, today, in any given day, yes, I'm hands on deck with the Alabama football program, getting calls from head coaches all over the country, my work at Kansas State, NFL players, all the things you see, but that stuff doesn't happen overnight. Having the opportunity to do consulting work for Microsoft with a $7 billion solutions team that they have, they spiked in terms of their success rate through the work that we did by having intentional touches with the way that these leaders led their people. It all came down to communication, things I learned at 13 years old selling hot dogs. So we all want the opportunity to do big things, to go to these places, but it's all part of the story. And here's the unique opportunity. Even when we get to that place where we might say, man, look at the stuff we're doing, don't have those conversations with yourself. Yes, I've been blessed to be able to work with some of the most extraordinary performers in the world that have ever walked the face of the earth. Coaches, athletes, business professionals. But I feel every day like I'm just scratching the surface. None of us are done. We're just getting started. Show up where you are every single day. Learn as much as you can. Take it from a guy who made $3.25 an hour at his first job. And I promise you, no matter what I get paid per hour now, this fight, this burn inside of me, it won't go out, and I will never stop fighting.